Why do we argue? And how can we understand argument? Are they disputes? Adversarial confrontations where there are clear winners and losers? Or can meaningful progress only be made with common ground to build off of? Consider two comparable examples from two highly regarded scientific experts. Carl Sagan, expert in astronomy and cosmology and the host of PBS's Cosmos series. Sagan was acclaimed for his ability to make science accessible and engaging to the masses. Richard Dawkins, expert in evolutionary biology and genetics, and a world-renowned scientific speaker and writer. Dawkins has become the poster child of atheist cultural movements. Here we find them speaking in moderated public venues where they are asked to provide a simple layman's explanation to a complex scientific topic.
Do you think there could be one sentence that could convince, let's say, a creationist to seriously doubt their theory?
The pattern of resemblances that you see when you compare the genes using modern DNA techniques, plot out the resemblances, and they fall in a perfect hierarchy, a perfect family tree. But they don't listen. I mean, your question is a perfectly good question, but it's not really relevant, because what they do is simply stick their fingers in their ear and say la la la. A mind like that, it seems to me, is, well, a disgrace to the human species.
This extraordinary four-dimensional model of the universe with no boundaries, but finite, just like the Earth. This, to me, is really stretching my own capacity for imagination to the utmost. How would you turn it into words for me, a layman?
Well, the first thing I would say is not to feel bad if it's not immediately, intuitively obvious. It is very reasonable that our intuition is not adequate to the task. I know that's not a direct answer to your question, but I thought it was more important to address the issue of feeling unhappy because it wasn't immediately understandable.
Well, yes, I find that extremely soothing, actually, because it is a kind of sort of formidable task of grasping this that makes me want to retreat into trivial questions.
Dawkins encounters a bootstrap problem, a blocker to the entire argument. Regardless of how well-cited, persuasive, or eloquently expressed his argument may be, he finds himself unable to engage because a common baseline of understanding cannot be reached. However, as Sagan shows us, establishing this common understanding is every bit as much the responsibility of the arguer as it is the audience. It is always a mistake to say that the fault lies entirely with an ill-informed audience. Argument is a journey of common understanding, and establishing where author and audience meet is not only a sign of respect, but a necessary first step of effective argumentation.